Hello kids, welcome to Unacademy page where we have come up live for all the ICSE students. I hope you all are fine and today you can see me live. Hi everyone, whoever is live right now, you can just pin in, say hi, good afternoon so that I can know that I'm live and you all can hear me. So everyone, are you there? Yep. All right, so I can see myself now. Yeah, I am live and I'm waiting for all my lovely students, all the ICSE students to come live here and let us understand the concept with all the different formulas and tricks so that in the 1 hour class, you are able to learn the formulas as well. Yes, we make sure that whatever we are teaching, the child is able to understand in full depth so that he can ace his education, his exam with Unacademy. So you all were waiting for this day where we could come up with a YouTube page and we could teach you all students because Unacademy was not yet launching it. But yes, finally we have done it, and let us introduce ourselves. Who am I and what are we going to do on this page? So everyone ready? Can we start? Yeah, so just waiting for a couple of people to just join in. Meanwhile, let us talk about something like what is ICSE board? What is this page all about? So at this page, it's a YouTube page for ICSE students of grade 9, 10th, 11th, 12th. So here would be a lot of teachers coming up and teaching you the concept and the knowledge, giving you the knowledge behind what is required for how to attempt the exam, what are the updates, different types of quizzes would be played here as well. So where you can come in and be here active and online. For that, you need to subscribe to the channel and press on the bell icon. That's really very important. Otherwise, you won't know when the teachers coming live. All right, so let's start with our topic. Before that, let me tell you who am I. So hello learners, my name is Harneet Kaur Gujral and I'm a mathematics educator. I have done mathematics honors from Delhi University and I have almost 10 years of experience teaching you lovely kids. Yes, I know what are the places that you commit a mistake, which are the steps that you forget about writing. You think that we can do it directly and we can skip it, due to which you lose points in your board exams. So everything is marking done by stepwise is given to the examiner who is checking it. All right, so there is a blueprint always given to the examiner that this is how this has to be attempted. So when they are checking your exam, they are matching each and every step, each and every word in the mathematics and every things that is required. All right, so in case if you are not writing anything or you're missing one of the point, there are a lot of chances that the examiner will deduct marks because that is what the blueprint is given to it, and each and every formula or the reasoning or the expansion, what formula you're using is also marked. So you need to write the reasoning that you are using this particular identity or expansion. All right, so let's start our topic. Today we'll be doing expansion learning 2. So we have already done learning 1, in which we did different types of expansions where it was related to squares, right? So a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, then doing adding both a plus b whole square plus a minus b whole square and a square plus b square minus a minus b whole square. So all related to squares were done. So today's session would be all related to cubes. So where we'll talk about how to find out the cubes. Then a plus b whole cube is given to you. How will you find out? What are the techniques to learn that formula as well? So if you haven't seen the earlier video, you can go back after this class and watch that video that says a plus b whole squares. It's related to square and revision of all the things, how to learn the formulas. And everything has been detailedly explained to you. You can go back and check that video which says expansion number 1 and you can see that. All right, so moving ahead, so let's start our today's topic. Before doing that, once again, I want to remind you, all my YouTube kids, that we are coming up in Telegram. We are there live at Telegram with a lot of teachers. Right now, I'm just live at 1 hour, right? So when you're coming here for an hour, you would be able to connect with me, ask me your doubts. But at Telegram, all the teachers are present live. Like they are almost present every time, and you can just ask your doubts there, and Telegram link has been given in the description box. So that would be a direct connection with us where we would be able to answer all your doubts related to your examination or whatever you have, or you have any particular question that you're not able to answer, or you want a particular topic to be explained or a particular question to be explained in different steps. So we would be there to guide you there. So if you want to connect with us, you can connect us at Telegram, and the link has been provided you in the description box. All right, and not to forget, subscribe on the YouTube channel. We are just targeting 1,000 subscribers for the moment, not more. So I hope you can just send in all your friends and this information, and they would all come and subscribe, because finally Unacademy is coming for you all kids, right? So we had different boards, yeah, but we didn't had ICSE, and we had a lot of appreciation or a lot of queries from the kids. Why don't you come up for ICSE? So finally we have come up, and we are making a project, and we would be inviting you all to come and join in with us live here. All right, and remember to subscribe to the channel. All right, so let's start our topic, which says expansion number 2. So we would be doing expansion on. Before that, I just mentioned as before as well. So we have already done these types of expansion that says a, just give me a second, yeah, a plus b whole square. Just a second, I don't know what happened to my pen. Yeah, it's finally worked. So we have done a plus b whole square. Any one of you who remember what does a plus b whole square stands for? Yes, a square plus b square plus 2ab. Yes, we have done this. We have also done a minus b whole square. And all the type of questions that we have done, how to learn this, has been explained in the video 1. You can go and check that out. The second, this was the first expansion that we do. Second, the third that we did was a plus b whole square plus a minus b whole square. That is equals to, any one of you who knows it? Yes? Alright, so that's 2a square plus b square. Well done. And how about when we subtract these two, when we say a plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square? Remember, the negative has to be later and then it's minus. Alright, it's not the vice versa. Otherwise, the answer would be negative. So here it is 4ab. But in case if it says a minus b whole square negative of a plus b whole square, then the answer becomes minus 4ab. This is added information in this video that we have discussed. So each and every video you will have something additional that has to be taken care of. So this is a mistake that you generally do. You don't realize that the negative is later or negative is further. You say that okay, a minus b whole square plus a plus b whole square is equals to 4ab, but then the answer is wrong, because this is negative is later. That's why it's 4ab, but when it's coming in front, it becomes negative 4ab. So this is one of the mistakes that you all do. I told you that I'll tell you what are the mistakes that you tend to do it, and you keep in mind that you are taking note of it and you won't commit those mistakes in your school exams. All right. We also did some other type of expansion that says a plus 1 by a whole square. This was just same in case of b. We are writing 1 by a. And then we did a minus 1 by a whole square. And same logic were applicable for the third. So sixth was this. Seventh we did was a plus 1 by a whole square plus a minus 1 by a whole square. So any one of you who have any issues in these types of questions where you need to apply these type of identities, which I'm writing on board right now, just go and check that out. My first video, which has details of all of the questions that can come up in these types of expansions. So you were able to understand, and I was able to make the children learn as well, because only this identity you need to learn. Rest, all of them keeps on follow. You don't need to learn all the rest 7. All right, so that's my guarantee. You can go and check that the first video, and that will make sorted. The same thing we'll be doing today. We'll just learning one of the theorem, one other expansion identity, and the rest will keep on following on its own. We won't be learning each and every one. All right, so let's see that. Everyone ready? Can we start? All right, so let's go ahead. Let's start our today's class, where we'll be understanding what are identities. So an expression which is true for all its variable, it's known as identity. So that means whatever variable I put, it may be positive, it may be negative, but whatever I'm putting, I want to know the value. If that value is exactly the same, it does not change. That's why we call it identities. All right. This is why we are using these identities, to understand how can we find the answer quickly and not finding out each and every value. We will discuss that in before class as well. So we'll do expansion of some of the identities, and I told you we'll be learning just this one and rest one will follow. Let's see how. All right. So everyone who has joined in just now, we are doing expansion number 2. You can call up your friends and come up here. We would be having quizzes in the end. We'll solve a lot of questions that you need to give me the answers, and that would be a great fun today. And lastly, if the person who takes maximum participation gets a shootout from me, and that would be taken up the name with appreciation that you did a great job. All right. So let's call up our friends and have a live session here. And if you want, you can subscribe to the channel and press on the bell icon so that next time you don't get late. All right. You know beforehand when are we coming live, and you can take and plan your schedule accordingly and come live at that very particular moment. All right, so let's start with this question, this identity that says a plus b whole cube. So before, let's compare what happened to the different identities that we did. All right, so this stands for a square plus b square plus 2ab. Yeah, but now that was twice, so that means we had individual numbers twice and 2 times. Now we have 3, so we'll do it a cube, b cube, and 3ab. The same identity that was going on so far. Just remember to add this bracket on its own. So you will just write that bracket in the end, and that becomes your answer. Done, sorted? Easy to learn. So that is that here it was 2. So we had 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. Same goes with here. We had 3, so we have 3 here, 3 here, and 3 here. The last a plus b will come back in the end and give us a way to understand that a plus b whole cube is equals to a cube plus b cube plus 3ab bracket a plus b. All right. Now moving to the next identity, we don't have to. Do you have to learn the next identity? With me, you don't have to. Why? Because what is happening is you're just taking this position to the another one and finding out the value of a cube plus b cube. So this is just one step that is adding on to this thing. So why do I have to learn another one? So I know if I am not able to understand how to find out, I'll understand the question and say, okay, I need a cube plus b cube. I can use the value I have a plus b whole cube. I have a plus b value, I have a b value, so I can find out a cube plus b cube. So this is how we'll use the application method in the school, in the question paper, and not learning all the identities. All right, so this is the smarter way of working it. So this is what we were able to find out. Let's find out the another technique that we had. So we were doing of negative. So any guesses with the same pattern that we have done with a plus b whole cube? What will be a minus b whole cube? Any one of you who can tell me what will be the identity of a minus b whole cube? Any guesses? Or you know it, then great. And for if you're writing in the chat box and you don't know how to write it, you can write a plus b like this cube. So that stands for whole cube. This arrow sign or a slash sign, I'll understand for the meanwhile in the chat box that you want to say this thing. Whole cube. All right. So let's see how many of you know this formula or this identity. All right, so we'll follow the same technique that we did before. So now what happens is a negative of b whole cube. Whole square was a square plus b square minus 2ab, right? So whatever it's cube, we'll write cube, 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 and this comes exactly the same. This is negative sign, we'll write the negative. Just one thing to remember is here it was b square. That's why it turned into a positive sign. Now it's b cube, so it will turn into a negative sign. Another way of not learning it and understanding the same technique is that what you need to do is, if it says a minus b whole cube, right? Take it as a plus negative of b, bracket a bigger one, whole cube. Now what is that formula? We know a cube plus b cube, then plus 3ab, a plus b. Right, so we are just applying that same formula that we did. All right, Ayush, that's a great job. You did a great job. That's the right answer. So now what we'll do, we'll write a cube, negative of b cube. This becomes negative 3ab and a minus b. That's the right answer. But I just wanted to tell you that if you learn only the 1, this will come as it is. It will follow, because just take the negative sign with b. Rest of the formulas you don't know, next to the identity you don't need to learn. Just substitute that value when you are calculating. It will require just one cell, but yeah, this would save you from learning and mixing up all the identities at least. All right, so you know what to use it. All right, now the same thing happens when this negative 3ab into a minus b goes here and becomes a positive one. That gives me the value of a cube minus b cube. So you don't need to learn this identity as well. You know this identity would be used from a cube minus b cube. Whenever you have to find out, it will be a minus b whole cube. Negative becomes positive here. Just one step away and you would be able to find the answer. Alright, so I hope you were able to understand these two identities. Everyone done? Great. So now let's find out the value. So everyone, I want you to apply this technique here, the identity that we have learned, and which type of identity will be using this and what will be the answer. So anyone of you who can try and give me the answer, what will it be? 4a plus 9b whole cube. So in that say, we can say that let capital A is equals to 4a, capital B is equals to 9b. Now the question becomes a plus b whole cube, which is equals to a cube plus b cube plus 3ab. Remember to write it capital because now you have denoted this number as a capital variable. So now everything will change according to capital. So you can say using this technique, using this identity, what happens? 4a plus 9b whole cube would be turned into 4a cube plus 9b cube plus 3 into 4a. Yes, everyone who were able to find the answer directly, who are quicker than me, let's see that. 4a plus 9b. Alright, so what is 4 cube? So any one of you who knows what's the value of 4 cube? So 4 cube is simple, easy. If you don't know it, you need to learn the cubes value. Remember that you need to do it till at least 13 cubes. You should be knowing it. If not, then don't worry, at least you know 13 square as well. So in that case, just multiply that number. So in case if you think that you know 4 square is 16, you multiply it by 4. You got 6 4s are 24, 2 carry, 6 1s are 4. And 2, 64. So we got 64a cube. So this is how you can quickly calculate if you don't remember the things. So the thing is, mathematics is super easy. Just understand the concept. How are we able to find out? Don't need to mug up all the values. Alright. So this will be 4a cube plus any one of you who were able to find the answer? Yes? Alright, so great. I have finally found the answer. Let's see how many of you have got it right. The right answer for this would be 64a cube, 729b cube, and then it's 432a square b, and then it is 972ab square. Now we'll say, how did you get this value? We actually multiplied the value of 3 times 4a plus 9b, right? So this was being multiplied. We expanded it. So in that case, what did we do? We did 9b into 4a plus 4a into 9b into 9b. So this is how we were able to expand the brackets and finally get the answer. Everyone, did you get the right answer? Yes? Great. So moving on to next identity. Let me see how many of you are able to solve this. Finally grab a paper and pen and start doing this identities. We will be doing some questions that you need to understand how to apply that, and then you can tell me that answers quickly. Alright. So before starting with the next identities, before starting with the different types of question, let us understand what is this identity. So last class we did a plus 1 by a whole square identity as well. What was that? A square plus 1 by a square plus 2. Right? This was the identity that we learned. Alright. So now when we had this type of identity, why did we had this? First of all, it was now from 2 into a into 1 by a, automatically a gets cancelled. So we were only left with 2. So that's why we had 2. Right? Very good, Ayush. That's the right answer. Superb. Great job. Moving on to the next one. Now let's understand how do we learn this identity. So when it's square, 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 now it's cube, cube, cube. Now it's 2, we'll write 3 as it is following the same pattern and repeating this bracket once again. And here you go, you got the answer. Alright, not a problem, Ayush. You did a great job. I understand that. Okay, so now whatever you're able to do it was a cube plus 1 by a cube plus 3, exactly following on the same pattern that we were doing with 2. So when we were writing 2, now we are writing 3, but repeating that same bracket that we learned before, and then we are sorted. We got the answer. Alright, the same technique applies, and when you have to know a cube plus 1 by a cube, you take this on the negative sign. This automatically becomes the same. It's just the same identity. Don't learn the same identity again and again. That will create a lot of confusion in your head. Alright, so just learn one of the identities and rest one follows. So if you see that this identity would also be done with the first identity that we did today. So in the last class we did one identity, rest 7 automatically followed. Today also we'll do one identity and rest all 7 will follow. So you don't need to learn all the identities. So if someone says there are so many identities and expansions to be learned, you said no. There are just 5 to be learned, and rest all of them will follow on their own. Alright. So that you can tell that you have learned this technique from Unacademy YouTube channel by Harneet ma'am, and you would be able to explain them, and they will also come and join and learn different techniques with us. Alright. So let's move to the next one that says negative. So in that case, we know we learned a minus 1 by a whole square. That stands for a square plus negative 1 by a whole square. Now it comes to be negative 2, right? This was the way. So we are doing the same technique. It will be a cube, negative of 1 by a cube, and will be negative of 3, and this bracket follows on its own. Clear, guys? Now if someone tells you, you need to tell me what will be the value of a cube minus 1 by a cube. So all of you, without knowing the formula, without learning the formula, are you able to tell me what's the value of this? Let's see. All the children who are live right now, kindly interact, otherwise you won't get a shootout in the end. Alright, so you need to give me the answers so that we all can interact and have this session in a quiz way. And let's see how many of you are able to understand. Alright, so what will be the value of a cube negative of minus 1 by a cube? So it would be just remaining the same. We'll take this on the other hand, will be a minus 1 by a whole cube. And this negative 3 goes on the other side, becomes plus 3, and a minus 1 by a. So this is what you will get the next identity. So let's see, have we got the next identity right? Yes, see, you can see that we got the identity right without even learning it. So that's just another step, but it keeps on adding so much. We think it's a lot of things to be learned, but there is nothing to be learned so much. All right. So just understand how to apply that. That's important. Rest, everything follows. So this is a question. Let's see. That's an interesting question, and which is asked a lot of times in the school exams and as well. All right. So it says a plus 1 by a whole square is equals to 9. I need to find the value of a cube plus 1 by a cube. So far I said that whenever it says a cube plus 1 by a cube, that means I have to use the identity a plus 1 by a whole cube, which is equals to a cube plus 1 by a cube plus 3. What is it? I know it's a into 1 by a. That gives me the same thing, and I'll repeat itself 1 plus 1 by a. This is the identity that we have learned so far. Now, what is the thing that I need in this? I need to know the value of a plus 1 by a, right? Because what extra things that are coming up, we are not getting much of the things. Here also, I'm getting a plus 1 by a. Here also, I'm getting a plus 1 by a. So, end of the day, I just need to know the value of a plus 1 by a, which is given in a form of a square to me. So, we'll say as given, a plus 1 by a whole square is equals to 9, which implies a plus 1 by a is equals to plus minus root of 9. That gives me the answer of plus minus of 3. Clear with everyone? It's clear? What I'm doing, we're just taking the square on the other side becomes the square root. We get the value as plus minus 3, right? So now I have two values for this. The first value says for a plus 1 by a is equals to positive of 3. The another value is a plus 1 by a is equals to negative of 3. Right? So I have two values to be put. I have one is a and one is negative. I used to set 27. Let's see, was that the right answer or not? So in this case, we'll understand how to get that answer. So we would be doing is we will be putting the value of 3 and then negative of 3. So let's see which will be the right answer. If I put for a plus 1 by a is equals to positive 3, that gives me the answer that a cube plus 1 by a cube will be equals to a plus 1 by a whole cube negative of 3 a plus 1 by a I hope you all know how did we get this identity, right? So let's do that. It gets me 3 cube negative of 3 into 3. So what is 3 cube? Let's see what is the answer. 27. And now we have to take away 9 as well. So what will be the answer? Yes. So it will be 18. Alright, so that is the right answer. The right answer for this is 18. You had this formula. You need to remember that we are using a plus 1 by a whole cube, which is equals to a cube plus 1 by a cube plus 3 times a plus 1 by a. This is also important. This has to go on the other side and become negative. So I'll get a cube plus 1 by a cube will give me a plus 1 by a whole cube negative of 3 a plus 1 by a. Alright, so before we put the value, we got positive because it says that a is greater than 0. So we'll only take value a of as 3 and will not take a as negative of 3 because it says that a is greater than 0. So it cannot be negative of 3. Clear? So we will be putting the values and we will be subtracting that, and the rest of the answer would be 18. So everyone, did you get 18 answer? It is 27. Take away 9 gives you 18, and this should be your answer. Alright, so everyone clear with this question? I hope it's easy enough. Just remember the mistake that you have done. Remember and keep in your mind. Next time, don't forget that. Alright, it's very good that you're committing mistakes right away because you won't commit the same mistakes in your school exams. You know what was a mistake that you committed. So you will keep that in mind and you'll not commit it again. Alright. Okay, that was a great answer and that was a great response. Let's see to the next question that we have. So now we would be having a quiz time, alright? So we'll be doing concept-based questions and substitutive questions as well. So it's your time. For all of you who are present here, remember to subscribe to the channel and press on the bell icon so that you get the notification and you're not late in the class, alright? So you know beforehand when to join in so that you can plan the whole day beforehand and be available at that time with all your books like a notebook and a pen so that you can solve those questions and give the answers quickly at the YouTube. And whenever you are able to do that, after this we would be doing and we'll be connecting with the quizzes, and the person who gives the maximum number of answers will get a shootout in the end. Yes, Shiva, we are making your 10th class as well. So I was there live yesterday I was there live yesterday and will be there live tomorrow as well at 12 o'clock. 12 to 1, we have class 10 reflection chapter 2. We have done one. You can go back and check to that video. And if you want, you can go and come tomorrow live at 12 and we would be doing reflection 2. Alright, so we'll be doing a lot of questions on reflection, how to find the identities, how to do it for x-axis, y-axis and origin, and how to learn those things. A quicker way of learning has also been explained so that you don't commit any mistakes in your school exam. So hope to see you tomorrow, and still you can revise your concepts of class 9th with us right away. Alright, so let's start and revise. We would be using all of these identities that we have done so far. That's a quick map that you can take a screenshot, that you are having all of these handy with you whenever you want to revise. You have a screen to understand. So everyone, I request you all to take a screenshot of this, and this will be a one go-to place where you can find all the identities we have learned so far and you can revise it. Alright, so everyone done? Great. So let's move on. We were talking about that we did identities of a plus b whole square. We did for a minus b whole square as well. Now we did addition. How about subtraction? We have also done subtraction. So a plus b whole square, take away a minus b whole square gives you 4ab. So everyone, you can take a screenshot right away because this identity was missing and it's important. And remember that a negative is later the negative sign. It's not before. Otherwise, the identity will change, the value will change. Alright? Okay, then moving on to the questions. Let's see how many of you are actively participating and will give me the answer on concept-based question. So everyone ready for the quiz? Alright, so here you go. What will be the answer for this type of question that says 9x plus 1 by 4y is whole square. So 9x plus 1 by 4y whole square will give us what is the value. So let us see how many of you are able to do that. I'll just give you 2 minutes to solve this answer. You can do that while typing as well. So it's so easy question. Let's see how many of you are able to do it. So what is 9x plus 1 by 4y? So just remember that you will keep capital A as 9x capital B as 1 by 4y. Now the question changes into a plus b whole square, which is equals to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Alright, Shiva has already given us the answer. Let's see, is that the right answer or not? And if it is, then you'll get a shootout in the end. Alright, so this will give us the value as 9x whole square plus 1 by 4y whole square plus 2 into 9x into 1 by 4y. Alright, so this gets cancelled by 2. We get 9 by 2xy, and let's see what is the right answer. The right answer is 81x square plus 9y square by 16 and 9xy by 2. Great job, Shiva. That was a great answer, and that was exactly right what it was required. Super. Alright, so other ones, don't worry, we have next question as well. Let's see who all are able to answer the next question. So here we go. What is 7x minus 1 by 4y whole square? Let's see how many of you are able to do that. Ayush, great job. I know your internet problem is there, but still that's the right answer. Great. Let's move to the next one. Ayush, just remember, I think you just missed 81x. It has to be square. You missed this. All right, just remember to write the square. Otherwise, the teacher will not give the right answer and not full marks to you. All right, so she'll accept it as a wrong answer. Just remember that. Okay, moving on to the next one. Let's see how many of you are able to do it. 7x minus 1 by 4y whole square. All right, so you have it. All right, so Shiva has already given the answer. Let's see. Anyone else who wants to try and give me the right answer? What is it? Alright, so the answer would be, it's a minus b whole square. That says a square plus b square minus 2ab. So we'll be putting at 7x whole square plus 1 by 4y whole square minus 2 into 7x into 1 by 4y. That gives us 49x square plus y square by 16, negative of 7xy by 2. Alright, Ayush and Shiva, great job. That's the right answer. Well done, students. Alright, so let's see, are we getting the right answer or not? Yes, that's the right answer. Moving on to the next question. Everyone ready? Alright, so let's see how many of you are able to give this answer. You need to find out the value that says 100 square minus 98 square. Alright, so expand it and find the values. Let's see how many of you are able to do it. All the children have joined in right away. Remember to subscribe to the channel and press on the bell icon. Otherwise, you won't get the notification beforehand. So before we come live, we give at least 1 or 2 days prior, we give the notification to all the students that they can plan their day and come online with us, and we can have quizzes here. So we are just coming for you kids so that you can understand this topic and participate and practice whatever you have learned so far and get good exams in your semester 2. Hope semester 1 was great for you, and we will prepare more hard and little more better in semester 2 so that we can crack it together. Alright, so Shiva has given me the answer, that is 396. Let's see other ones. Are you able to give that answer or not? Alright, so finding out this type of question, one of this person would say, okay, let me find the square root. And then let me 98 times 98, whatever the value I'll get, I'll subtract. So that is comparatively a bigger question. And this is not the way that is asking us in this particular chapter. It says expand the following and find the value. So for expanding it, we'll say the question is let A is equals to 100, B is equals to 98. It gives me A square minus B square. That gives me it's A plus B and it's A negative of B. So what will happen? I'll say 100 plus 98 into 100 minus 98. So what do I get? I get 198 times 2. And the right answer for this question would be 396. Ayush, great job. And great job, Shiva. You explained it very, very well in the chat box. Super. Alright, so let's see what's the right answer. The right answer is 396. Alright, now let's change a little more question. The same question, but now it's changed. Now, will the value of this will change or not? Yes. Now the question is, it's 100 square minus 98 square whole square. So now will the value change or it will not change? Let's see. And how will you solve this particular question? Will you apply it like a minus b whole square first, because it's like this? So you'll say, okay, a square square plus b square square negative of 2a square b square. One of the technique is this. Will you apply this, or will you do a smarter way of doing it? Let's do this inside and then finding out the square. So we'll say, okay, 100 minus 98 that we did before, and 100 plus 98, and then we'll find the whole square. So we got the value of which was 396, and we will find the square of it end of the day and find the answer. So which one do you think is better? Is this first technique is better, or the second one is better? So whichever the thing that you feel you are comfortable with, you can use that. Here if you will try to do it, you will get 100, first of all 100, and then it's squared, so it will give you one bigger number, and then you have to do it. Okay, Ayush and Shiva has given me the answer as 15. All right, so 1,56,816. Let us see, is this a right answer or not? And I hope you didn't use the calculator, right? All right, so the right answer is, that's right, 1,56,816 was the great job. You did excellent answer. That was great. So the Shiva said that you will be using 400 minus 4. All right, so for this, okay, so in that ways you can do that. But see, in that case, if you want to do it 396, you will write, okay, 400 minus of 4 whole square. All right, so in that case also you can apply it, because it will give you 400 square plus 4 square minus 2 into 400 into 4. Yes, you can use that as well. That's not a problem. So anyway, you're using expansion, remember to write in reasoning. Make a curly bracket and write using a minus b whole square is equals to a square plus b square negative of 2ab. See, this reasoning is very, very important when you're solving these types of questions. So remember to do that. All right. So if you don't do this type of reasoning, or if you don't apply this type of questions, then it would be a problem for you. All right. You will be losing marks, half a mark, 1 mark for all these of things. So if there are 3 times they are asking you, so every time they cut half of mark, they deduct it. So you're losing end of the day 1.5 mark or 1 mark for an average. All right. So don't do that. Remember to write the reasoning. If you know what you're applying it, so you know the formula. Why don't you write those expansion and identities? All right. Okay, so let's move to the next question. Let's see, what do we have next? All right, so if a plus b is equals to 10 and ab is equals to 21, you need to find out the value of a minus b whole square. Let's see how many of you can do it. And I explained to you this type of question in the last class as well, that how to move towards the question. So in case you don't understand how to move towards the question, you have not tried this question, go to the rough column and find out what are they asking. So here I'm doing what you have to do in the rough column to understand what the question is saying. All right. The question says a minus b whole square. Let's open the identity. It says a square plus b square minus 2ab. All right, now understand what are the things which are given to you and which are the things which are asked. So it says that it's given me a plus b, right? What do I need to find out? I need to find out the value of a square plus b square. But now if they have given me this already, that means I can find out a square plus b square. So it's say given. All right, Shiva, I've seen your answer. Let's see, is that the right answer or not? I'll say squaring both the sides. See, this reasoning is very important. If you don't write these questions like this, which I'm trying to tell you, it will not fetch you good marks. You may lose some of the points for not writing the reasoning properly. A square plus b square plus 2ab is equals to 100 using identity. Here you can write capital A plus B whole square, because you are directly doing in smalls. Don't do the same thing. All right. So in there you can write capital A. That gives you, okay, you're using the identity here. All right. So just change it, or you can use X and Y. All right. Ayush and Shiva has given me the answer 16. Let's see. Here we get a square plus b square is equals to 100 minus 2ab using ab is equals to 21. So you get 100 minus 2 into 21. That gives you 100 minus 42. You will get a square plus b square. You need to substitute that value here and find out the answer. So let's see what is the right answer for this particular question. We have already got two answers. Is it 16? Yes, very good, kids. So that is the right answer. The right answer for this particular question is 16. Great job. Alright, so next question. Let's see how many of you are able to answer it. So there is a tie going on with two of the students. Rest, everyone who's live, you can respond and you can tell us the answer. Are you able to understand this or not? Alright, so this type of question, it says it's a very big one. If you will keep on expanding, saying a plus b whole square will give you a square, that is 2a by 7b whole square plus 7b by 2a whole square. When you try to expand, it will give you a lot of big questions. So do you have to apply that technique? Will you use two identities or only one will make it work for you and will give you the answer directly? So that's the take for you. You can use both the identities. I'll explain you how to do this question in two ways. All right. So the first way is that I don't remember any of the identities. So let's expand it. So we'll make this as capital A, this as capital B. All right. So in that case, what do I get? I get 2a by 7b whole square plus 7b by 2a whole square plus 2 times 2a by 7b into 7b by 2a. Let's keep the negative sign and we'll keep the bracket as well. 2a by 7b whole square minus 7b by 2a whole square. Yes, Shiva, that's the right approach that you will be doing. So just explaining in a point that if someone is having this in mind, so how big question will it be? All right. So now you will be saying, okay, this is negative. This becomes negative. This negative becomes positive. So we'll say 2a by 7b whole square plus 7b by 2a whole square plus this, all of this gets cancelled, plus 2, negative of 2a by 7b whole square, negative of 7b by 2a whole square, negative, negative, positive, 2 minus 45. So you would be cancelling this and this will also get cancelled. So you're left with 4 minus 45 and the answer is minus 41. Well, that's the right answer. Now when you see this, even if I don't know the identity, which is the second way which I will be telling you, I got the answer, that's negative of 45. Now I know this is a quite big one, but still we were able to find out because I was not finding the square. So I'm keeping in the bracket, I can use that identity. And now I have to mention that using two identities, one is a plus b whole square and another one is a minus b whole square in the reasoning. That's important. Otherwise, you will not fetch good marks. All right. Now, moving on to the second way which I was discussing. So just take this whole number, a plus b whole square, negative of a minus b whole square. So we know this identity when we do subtraction. It's 4ab. Right. So why don't we use it at 4 into 2a by 7b into 7b by 2a, negative of 45. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So this and this gets cancelled. So we are left with 4, take away 45 gives you minus of 41. And in the reasoning, you can write I'm using this particular identity and you're sorted in two steps. So whatever method that you think you are more comfortable, the first or the second, you can use that. But I would prefer you to and tell you to use the second one because it's less of calculation and it's less of way of writing the question. So in ways, maybe in one of the place you forget to write 2, that becomes wrong and you will not get the same answer and you may think that I am stuck in between. All right. So just remember that. Great job, both of you. You did a fabulous answers. Well, all the answers so far are right. Let's see what is the next answer. So everyone try it right away. So I won't be explaining you which first or second. You can use any one of it and give me the answers quickly. Let's see how many of you are able to find this answer. All right. Alright, not a problem, Shiva. We haven't done it. We were just discussing that particular question with the second method that you already told me in the chat box. And I was explaining first before, then we discussed second. And this is the next quiz. So this is the next question. You are just on time. Alright, so you gave me the right answer on exactly while coming here. So let's see everyone else who want to try it. What would be the right answer for this? We'll apply the same technique, that is a plus b whole square. Take away a minus b whole square. That is 4ab. And I'll write 4 times 6a by 13b into 13, b by 6, a minus of 10. This gets cancelled. So 4 minus 10 will give you negative of 6. Very good, Ayush and Shiva. Great job. Both of the kids are really very active today and you're doing a great job. So I think you have understood the concept and you know what are the different types of questions that can come in your school exam. Alright, so let's find out these answers. So any one of you who can give me this answer, what does 9x minus 1 by 8 whole cube stands for? Trideep, that's the right answer, negative of 6. Great job. Let's try the next question. That is, what will be the value of 9x minus 1 by 8 whole cube? So which identity will I use? Will I use a plus b whole cube identity? Or will I use a minus b whole cube identity? Yes? Let's see what will be the right answer for this particular question. Alright, so we'll be using a minus b whole cube identity. That stands for a cube minus b cube minus 3ab. A minus of b, right? So this is the identity that we will be using. Just substituting that values, we'll get the answer as 9x whole cube minus 1 by 8 whole cube minus 3 into 9x into 1 by 8 and bracket 9x minus 1 by 8. Alright, so this gets cancelled by 2. Alright, so that was not 18, that was 8. I'm so sorry. I thought it's 18, so I cancel it by 2. That will not be cancelled. Let me erase it. Okay, going back to that question. So we have 9x by 8. So you would be expanding and giving me the answer. So what is the right answer for this question? What is 9 cube? What is 8 cube? You need to substitute that values, open the bracket, and will you be able to get the answer? Right? So let us see what will be the right answer for this. Before that, I want the answer for this as well. So what do you think is the right answer for 9x plus 1 by 6 whole cube? So for this, you would be using the identity of a plus b whole cube, right? So you'll use a plus b whole cube. That gives you a cube plus b cube plus 3ab bracket a plus b. So just substituting the value of a is equals to 2x and b is equals to 1 by 6 and you would be able to get this expansion. Alright, so let's see how many of you are able to do this. The right answer for this question is, the first one is 81x cube minus 293x squared by 8 minus 27x by 64 minus 1 by 156. And the another one gives you it's 2x, so 2x squared becomes 8x cube plus 2x squared plus x by 6 plus 1 by 26. So I hope you all got the right answer. Yes? Alright. So next question for you. Let's see how many of you can do this question. So the same type of question we have done before, and this is the next type that you need to tell me that a plus 1 by a whole square is equal to 25. What will be the value of a cube plus 1 by a cube? Let us see how many of you are able to do it. Who all are live here? Yes, a plus 1 by a would be equal to square root of 25. We'll write plus minus, will give me plus minus 5 as the value. So we'll write for a plus 1 by a is equals to positive of 5. What do we have? And for a plus 1 by a is equals to negative 5. Which value do we have? Why do we have to consider both the cases? Because it's not saying that a is greater than 0. This thing has not been mentioned. So in that case, we'll be taking both the cases. If that was mentioned, then we could have taken just one case. Ayush, that's the right answer. Great job. Let's move to the next question. What will be the answer of this? You need to calculate. So a cube plus 1 by a cube will be equal to a plus 1 by a whole cube negative of 3 a plus 1 by a. Alright, so let's substitute that value. That gives me 5 cube minus 3 into 5. What is 5 cube? 125. Take away 5 times 3 is 15 and we get the answer as 110. Very good, Ayush. That's the positive one. Let's move to the negative one. See, do we get the same value or do we get the same positive or not? So in that case, what will I write? A cube plus 1 by a cube will be equals to The same technique that we were using, just substituting the another value that is negative, right? So we'll be using the same formula, same identity. We'll say negative 5 whole cube, negative of 3 of negative of 5, right? So what will it be? It will become negative of 125 plus of 15 will give me negative of 110. So end of the day, the answer is plus minus 110 is the right answer. Great job, kids. Alright, so that was easy, I suppose. We have already done such type of questions, and now the answer becomes easy, and it's 110. Alright, so before going, let me tell you one update that we would be coming live and free for special classes. Yes, you need to just download the Unacademy app, and I would be teaching there free of cost. So all the special classes would be done. We will be covering all the second semester syllabus with you on the YouTube as well as Unacademy app. So you can go and log in. You just need to download the app and you need to sign in. So what are the steps for signing? I'll just let you know. So why you should come at Unacademy app? It's because I would be there live at some other timing where you can have chat and emojis with you. Not only this, we'll have lot of quizzes through polls. Yes, right now you were just giving me the answers. I'm taking out the name as a shootout, but there we will be having a leaderboard where you can see your top answer, that how many gave the right answers, who were on the top, who gave the answers quickly, in how much time, and we can compete accordingly. All right, so you can see your names on the leaderboard, and then you would be able to appreciate yourself that you were able to understand the concept or not. Another very important feature is the question. So here, whenever you have a doubt, you need to type a lot of things, but there you can attach an image. Yes, you can upload an image, and I'll get that image on the screen itself on me, and I can tell you what is the right answer, how to approach towards it, what will be the right, what will be left, how to solve that particular question. All right, so this is how you can attach an image and you can upload it, and there we will be able to connect with me at the special time, which is free for all the students. You can use my special code in the description box given in the YouTube channel. This video also has a description, so where you can go and use that code, and then you will be able to unlock all the special classes. All right, so now what are the steps in which you would be able to watch my special classes? How are you able to watch a special class? How will you able to connect with us? All right, so there are a few steps that you need to follow. One of the steps is that you need to download or install the app that says Unacademy Learning App. All right, so you need to download this app. After downloading it, you have to click on Get Started. Whenever you will click on it, they will ask you for your mobile number. You need to enter the mobile number from which you would be getting registered, or you can log in with email as well. You can click here. If you don't have a mobile, you have a laptop, you need to do it from there. You can do it your email address, and you will be able to connect with us. They will send you an OTP, steps to the one-time password. You can attempt and fill in that, and after that you can create your account. Just few things that we need: your email address, your name, and the state that you're living, and then you need to click on the continue button, and that's it. You are almost done downloading. Get started, putting your mobile description, account details, and then you are good to go to the next. And now it will ask you, what is your goal for preparation? Are you preparing for a competitive exam, or are you preparing for a CBSE or ICSE board? So obviously you are preparing for ICSE. So here you can see a CBSE option. There you will see an ICSE Class 9 option. So you can click over this, and then you will be moving ahead with the preferable languages. Right now I'm here live with English, and I am teaching in English as well. I'm not using any of the Hindi words. So where if you think that you want little more of Hindi language to understand the concept, to know it more clearly, then you can use the option of Hindi. And if you think that you are mixed English and Hindi, that stands for English, you can use that. That says it will have Hindi plus English. So both of the things would be mentioned. So if you want only English, you can choose this, otherwise Hindi and English. And after that, you can see this video in the description box. There is a link provided that will help you to click on the special classes and get connected directly. You can click on notify me. Yes, that's a very good option. So just click on notify me, and 10 minutes before the class, even if you forget what the time it was or what time you have to get ready and you have to sit for the class, 10 minutes before you'll get a notification saying that your class is going to begin. Just get free, bring on all your notebooks and pen and be ready for the class. Alright, and you can use my code which is present in the description box to unlock the special classes that are free for you. So hope to see you all there at this special classes as well, where we can connect and play together. Alright, so here I will be doing just one more expansion technique that we are going to do today. We'll be understanding how it is x plus minus a and x plus minus b understood. How do we get to know this answer? Alright, so let us do and find out how do we get this answer. So for these types of question, it is super easy. Whenever you are multiplying, automatically this x would be multiplied with x plus a. If you don't know, just expand the way you are doing it. Alright. So in that case, what it becomes x plus b plus a, x plus b. Right. Now when I do this, I get x squared plus bx plus ax plus ab. So what is the end of the day? Let's make it common. X squared plus a plus bx plus AB. Now, do you think you need to learn this expansion? Not really, right? Now, both were positive. In case it's negative, then also you know how to expand the formulas and you know how to derive a formula, then you don't need to use the expansion at all. Alright, but if you still feel that you have to learn this expansion, just learn the first one, the second one follows. In that case, keeps x squared. In the second one, take as a plus of negative of b of x plus a of negative of b. So end of the day you get a squared, a minus b into x minus ab. So this is how you were able to find out and open up the expansion that says x plus a bracket x minus of b. And here you go, you got the answer. Alright, if one is positive and one is negative, yes ma'am, if one is positive, one is negative, it's easy. Just remember to take this b as negative b. And then you expand it. Alright, if the another one is negative, let me erase it and give you the another ones. If suppose a is negative, so in that case, what do? You take a as negative. Yeah, that's right. So you take a as negative. So you'll take x plus negative of a. So now wherever you have to write a, you will write negative of a. That's it. And rest everything will remain just the same. So you'll get x squared plus negative of a plus b of x, negative of ab. So that gives me x squared b minus a of x minus of ab. So that is how you get the answer. You don't need to learn that technique as well. You don't need to learn the identity. Let's make it that both are negative. Alright. So we'll write x plus negative of a, x plus negative of b. These are all the different variations that can happen. So that remains x square as well, plus negative of a, negative of b of x, negative of a and negative of b. We'll write a plus sign here. So what it becomes x squared negative of a plus b of x plus ab. So do you think that you need to learn this identity as well now? No, you know only this identity that is also be done by expansion. Every time whenever you have a number, take a negative sign with it. That's it. And then you use all the multiplication. Negative into negative is positive, negative times negative is negative, and that you have to do. So negative positive is negative, negative negative positive, positive positive positive, and positive negative negative. Alright, so just apply that technique that we have learned so far for so long. We were learning from so many classes, we are learning so many things. Why don't we use it? Why do we have to keep on putting so many things on our head? Alright, so this is how you would be able to learn, you are able to learn, I would say. Rather, that now you won't have so many identities to learn. We were able to derive this as well, second and the third one and the fourth one as well. So we were able to find out the right answers for all the different type of identities. This is second, third and fourth. Any doubt for these identities? Anyone who think that you are not able to understand how were we able to solve this identity? No, right? Alright, thank you Srivas, that's a great thing. And let's move back, and finally it's time for me to go and let us say a thank you for all, and it's a time for a shootout. Alright, so a shootout that who did a great job is, alright, so the shootout is Ayush and Shiva. Well done. All right, so well done, Gurun. You did a great job. That was a fabulous. Shiva and Ayush, you were actively participating. You've understood that concept, and I hope now you are able to solve all the type of questions that can come in identities, and you know how to learn them quickly and how to apply that, right? All right, Shiva and Ayush, hope to see you in the next class, which will be coming after in the new years. We will be coming back and joining it with the grade 9th, and if you want, you can connect tomorrow at 12 for grade 12th as well and start preparing for 10th grade. All right, see you in the next class. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. Enjoy yourself and a very happy new year. All right, so I won't be able to meet you before New Year. So for that, a very happy new year. May you have a fabulous year ahead and with all the blessings, and you achieve good marks, and good preparation is done for semester 2 as well with us. All right, so everyone, let's study together and let's crack it and achieve good marks in our next exam in semester 2. All right. Okay, then take care. Bye-bye. Take care and see you next time. Bye, guys.